weather, so you're gonna have to see it from there, but still surviving. Day 4. Today we woke up. We woke up in an amazing place with a really hard name to pronounce, so I'm not gonna try. But with a beautiful waterfall. Um, Keep it up. We're gonna post the day 2 video now in a while. And today is Eswatini Day. Southeast Asia, UWC. Southeast Africa, sorry. One of the ULCs with the most personality. Let's wait for someone to join, and then I'll start yapping. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Hello. Who who's the lucky person during the live? Quite rough weather today. Around 6 degrees, rainy, but beautiful, inhospitable landscapes. We're gonna get to our destination today, Sekfos, which has 180 inhabitants living there and nothing next to it closer than 100 kilometers. So it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny. The van just passed me with sun in it. Hello everyone. Welcome to the live. I hope you're hearing me well. Quite rough weather. Just enjoying Iceland. So remember why we're doing this. This is the Bifröst peace campaign. We are raising money so 3 students affected by war and 1 Icelandic are able to go to one of the 18 ULCs in 5 different continents. Why does these schools are meaningful and why are we raising for them? Because there is nothing like them. This network of schools that started in the 60s were with the meaning of putting together students of both sides of a conflict. So they live together, they study together, they share conversations together, they have to coexist, they have to understand that we are humans above citizens of one nationality and that peace should be what we stand for. But not a vague concept of peace, a concept of peace where you're open to understand everyone besides its background, its religion, its color, it's anything. This is why bringing people to this education that would be leaders of the future world, because they are really proven to have leaders that are running countries right now that went to these high schools, to have the freedom and the ability to be in this bubble where everyone has for sure his own interest, but everyone is there to learn, to share what they know, and open to discuss and understand how and why the person in front of them behaves, even if they have been in complete different places their whole life, different religions, different continents, different everything. Which they share being these 2 years in this moment on time, doing their conferences, explaining what they truly believe, what they want to improve in the world, talking to people that have the same motivations, and making it real, making real impact in the world we live in. That's why we want to bring people here. Young, talented, and have the opportunity to have this amazing education, which we believe is the best. So, please donate whatever you can. Is for a really good cause, which we explain in a longer version in our YouTube videos daily. The day 2 is coming soon. It's coming really, really soon today. And we're already in day 4. Right now in Iceland. Past Selfoss. Pretty bad weather today. Around 6 degrees. Wind against us and rain. But I think it will stop raining in around half an hour, which is gonna be nice. Sun already did 35 kilometers today, and I still have 30 to go myself. Yesterday we visited some incredible waterfalls, and we talked about why we are doing this, why in Iceland, and why it's truly meaningful. In any of you that are watching this live, donate whatever you can, 10 euros, 20, 100, whatever you can. Everything is really appreciated. Every help, anything you can share, truly means that a child that is in a country affected by war could go to have this education and is already motivated to go. Really wants to have the opportunity of go to these 2 last years of high school and truly make a change. Maybe in his home country, maybe somewhere else, maybe in the whole world. But having that opportunity to grow and to make growing the persons around him, it's what motivates us. I don't see the chat, so don't doubt in texting in the chat. I will be replying to your messages and looking at them. Who's in the live? Interact with it a bit in the chat. I'll be answering. There is nothing in kilometers. I can see some, I would say 30 kilometers away, some snowy mountains. We're lucky enough to see glaciers. All the rivers and waterfalls you see in our videos, they come from actual glaciers. It's one of the only countries that has the water cycle strongly based on them. And this water, also today, where we slept, there weren't public showers. So we had to go, well, I had to go to the river and shower there. Really important when you shower in natural water. Don't use gel or shampoo on packs. You have to use the soap, a soap, soap, a solid one, because that's not well, a natural one, of course, to not destroy the nature and the natural cycle of water. So today I jumped into the water, 2 degrees Celsius, to take a shower. Lucky enough, the sun shined a bit when I went out, and I didn't freeze. It was really relieving. I really recommend. Well, it's been for thousands of years now that since the Romans, they knew there were positive attributes to be in cold, really, really cold waters for a long time. Then for sure with the thermas, they then went to hot water, which I couldn't. I haven't seen hot water or warm water in a long time. A really curious thing about Iceland, because the volcanic nature of the island, every house and building has free natural heating from the floor. So the heat just comes from the floor without them doing anything. It's quite cool, no? Like, you don't have to pay for heating, the heating just comes, and electricity is really, really cheap. That's also why it attracted with now. I'm gonna go back to talk with about the AI. It attracted many companies of hardware that want to create data centers, which are basically so really bad Tesla driver over there. Doesn't surprise me. Sorry, nothing. I said nothing. So basically, you have this hardware. Hardware is basically computers, technology. That's all hardware. So you have all these really, 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 really complex computers of thousands of meters square, and they think these billionaire companies, where are we gonna put them? How do we choose where to put them? And here's where it comes. What are the major costs? The major costs of maintaining these data centers. We firstly have the main one is cooling. So these chips, imagine like a chip of a phone or a computer, when they think too much, they process too much data, they get warm. Because, yeah, they get warm. And you have to cool them so they don't melt and break, or like they perform at the speed you want. So to cool them, you normally need water cooling systems. In the US, there's wind cooling systems, there's different systems. But here, they just have to put it on the surface on a tall place, and they don't need to cool them because it's 6 degrees the whole year. During summer 6 degrees. During winter, they're gonna be frozen. So it's so cheap for them. And also, it's really expensive in other countries because the government make mandatory to not waste the warm water they cool it with. So they have to cool the houses around, or the buildings around, or the cities around. But that doesn't happen here because everyone has their own natural and free heating from the tectonic plates. Oh no, I think it's quite sick. So we've been around Reykjavik, we saw many data centers, which was really cool. Oh, it stopped into rain. Finally. This is a relief. Hi everyone. Don't doubt when typing in the chat, so I know who you are. Say hello. And donate to Bifröst.charity. You can go to our website, or you can go to our Instagram and click for the website, or you can go directly to the GoFundMe, which is also on our Instagram, and here in YouTube to the description of our videos. So don't doubt of donating. You are really helping for 3 children affected by war and 1 Icelandic student to have the opportunity of learning in the most unique school, one of the most unique schools in the world, and joining this beautiful network. So please donate. Bifröst.charity in the website. Go to donate now, and we have donation links depending what mostly suits you, based on the US, you're based in Europe, or based in the UK, or a global one which you can donate with any currency. Every help is really appreciated and could truly means the difference for someone being affected by war that wants to achieve his full potential and make a meaningful change in the world we live in. These motivated people at such young age, we save our opportunity and our environment to make this change happen. And this is the best way we can help it to happen. We can help to live a better world where your children, your friends, or your family will live in. Let's live together and help to create people together that live the planet better than we found it. Not only environmental, which that phrase normally reflects to, but politically, in terms of human rights, in terms of women's rights, in terms of international justice, in terms of jobs, in each single type. Please help live in a better world than the one we're in by donating to a motivated person to change it and give him the opportunity to learn the skills and be surrounded by the people that can really help him to make a change. Please go to Bifröst.charity if you are in your browser, or go to our Instagram and donate. You can really make a change to someone, to a student, to a child that is in a country affected by war and have his last 2 years of education in a place where he can get meaningful change in the world. Bifröst.charity. We're in the day 4, cycling our Iceland for peace, with the sole purpose of raising 120,000 euros so that 2 scholarships get matched by an outside donor, and we will get 3 children affected by war and 1 Icelandic student to have the opportunity of having an education that actually makes a change in the world, that actually improves the world, that actually meets all the motivation that these children that want to change, these people that want to make the world better, need. In these are 18 schools all around the world in 5 different continents. In every country you can imagine, from Norway to Thailand to Japan to US to Canada to Costa Rica to everywhere in the world. Every single continent is represented. Every student applies from their national committees, so in every country you're able to have a national committee of UWC, United World Colleges. That's how this network colleges that was born in the 60s with the sole purpose of what will happen if you put 2 students that are in opposite sides of a conflict in the same classroom. What will happen? What if you're outside of this network, do you think would really happen? Natural, at some point they will have some arguments. They would start arguing, but they would see that they don't have as different lives or way of thinking as they think. They will start analyze where everything comes from, where their thoughts come from, where everyone's thoughts come from. The process of thinking about so natural things about like their own country, their own history, their own beliefs, the world. These little topics that you assume so much when you're young, but then you start learning, contrasting, and see you don't know much. You can learn so much about just discussing and talking about other people. That what do you think about this? What do you think about that? What do you think about this country when you hear it? Let's talk. We had 2 really good friends, which are a really good example, because one was mostly born in Israel, and the other one was from Palestine now. So you would assume they would hate each other. They would dislike each other and they would not talk to each other in the whole year. But actually, they were best friends. They really like each other. They organized the talks and the informational conference for every student. So they showed both sides of the conflict, both realities. Because realities truly depend of who tells it to you. what side of a conflict of the planet, a country, or religion tells it to you. And having the opportunity to see both, three, four, five different sides on a same topic, like it could be geopolitical, it could be economical, it could be anything. It's just such a dream to have at 16. You just learn so much. Is the opportunity that someone would dream, others will dream to have during their whole life. That you dream and you read and you travel so much to grow as a person. You can have all of this in your last 2 years of high school. And for 3 students affected by war, that they can live to have the best education they can even dream of, and talk what's happening in the countries. And one Icelandic, because they closed an upstream of Icelandic students to the ULC network. And we have to change it. And we can only change it with your help. Donating, helping us. If you can donate, share our content, share it online. Join the live streams. Tell your friends to join them. Tell your friends to repost. Tell your friends to donate, whatever you can. Every single penny counts to get to the goal. To get these students to go to ULC, because we're gonna get them to go there. We're gonna get them to go to the schools. We're gonna get them. And we're gonna do it, I fully believe. But we need your help. Reposting, donating, telling your friends to repost, telling your friends to donate, telling your parents to donate, tell your children to donate, tell everyone to donate and to share our content. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get these students to go. We truly believe. And we will not stop until we get them to these schools. The sky is the limit. Let's even go over our goal. Let's get to more than 120K. Why not? Well, craziest things have happened. There has been more money in useless things. Just save a bit in something and help us reach this goal. Every penny is appreciated. Just donate 10 euros if you're really struggling. This is for someone that could make a real change, a real impact in the world we're living. I'm not saying you couldn't. I'm saying let's improve our odds of living a better planet that the war went into now. And the way of increasing our odds, we believe, is by education. Education without borders. Bifröst. We have to bring everything together. We have to bring everyone in the world together. Every ethnicity, every country, every religion, every race, together. That's ULC. Studying with real, meaningful diversity, diversity of thoughts, diversity of religion, diversity of race, diversity of country. Everything together. Such a compacted and such a bubble of talent and of people that want to change the world and where they live in. You can change the world in many, many, many ways. You can start small, you can go big. Everyone has his own ideas. Everyone has his own ways. The important thing is never giving up and keeping the stream of people that want to help. So donate to Bifröst.charity. You can find it. You can find us in Instagram. Share our content. Donate. Tell your friend to donate. Tell your friends to share our content. Tell your family to share our content. Tell your family to donate. Tell your children to donate. Tell your grandpas to donate. Tell your parents to donate. Tell everyone to donate and share our everything is added. No, everything adds up. And everything is truly appreciated by someone, or more than someone, 4 students that would go to ULC, but only with your help. We need you. We need your help. Donate now in Bifröst.charity. We accept every way of payment, every single type of payment you can think of, every currency, even Bitcoin or crypto. Please help us. Help us to make the world better than the one we're born into. Bifröst, education without borders. Oh, still raining. Hopefully it's gonna stop raining a bit. I'm seeing a bit of sunshine. My shoes are soaked wet. Probably the weather is only getting worse during the next days. We're now in almost the most east part of the island of Iceland, heading north in less than 4 days. We're gonna be in the fjords in 4 days. We're already in one of the most isolated places in the world. The town where we're gonna sleep tonight, it's only habited by 180 people. So only 180 people live here. And hopefully they understand our goal. We're gonna try to explain them, to get them to donate. Please, everyone that's watching the live, share the live, comment, talk to me in the comments. Let's keep it alive. Let's have good conversation. Share it with your friends. Donate to Bifröst.charity. You can check all our content in Instagram and YouTube. We're posting every day. So it's actually getting sunny. This is so good. You don't know how much I appreciate this. Like, cycling with wet shoes doesn't sound ideal, and it feels worse. And right now they're soaked. Yesterday they got more soaked because we had to go through a river. But is it me that I can't see the chat, or you are not texting? Are you boring or what? Come on. Text in the chat. Talk to me. Like the live. Let's keep the conversation alive. Oh, I have 20% battery. Alive like my phone. That's very alive. Woo! Some cars don't know much how to drive. They get really close to me. At really high speeds. Hi, come on, who's in the live? Text something in the chat. I'm reading you. Remember why we do this. We are cycling across Ireland to get the attention to raise 120,000 euros. We already raised almost 17,000 euros on day 4 for 4 scholarships. 3 of students affected by war and 1 to Icelandic student to have their 2 last year of education in a UWC school, which is the best way on making these people that are motivated to change the world and to make real change, to bring them to do it with the people that should be, and really make a meaningful change in the world we live in their lives, and in the cities they come from, in the whole country maybe. There is some prime ministers that came from UWCs. So please help us. Share the content, share the live to your friends. Donate. Tell your parents to donate. Tell your friends to donate. Tell your children to donate. Tell your children to share the content everywhere. Let's get ultra viral. Let's get to everywhere. I want to be watched and get donation from every corner in the world. Let's keep it up, UWC alumni. Let's show this education truly means something for us. That we're lucky enough to achieve, to be into one of these schools and make a change. Talk about the problems that really were important for us. Talk about where we come from. Understand the point of view and how a brain of someone on opposite sides of the world, opposite religion, opposite everywhere that is next to you, in front of you, talking to you. It's such a It's real. Is it real? It's a bubble. It's what an adult that has traveled, that has read, that wants to be wiser would always dream of. More than 90 nationalities in a soul school. More than anywhere you're gonna see. More than the majority of the best universities in the world. The best universities in the world fight from students from here. Let's get the place. Let's get the world to be a better place. And better than the one we were born into. By the force of education and peace. Based on educating children, that young talented children, that they're not alone to be motivated to improve the things. Maybe where they come from, maybe in the whole world. In any single way. Let's not keep them down. Let's cheer them up. These are the people that need to have the best education, that need to raise themselves up and get to the positions where they can change the world. Help us do that by donating. Even 10 euros could change everything. Everything adds up. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Share it with everyone you can. Share our content that you can help. We understand it. Let's get to the goal. We already raised 17,000 euros. Let's get to the first milestone of 56. We can do this. Everyone together. Share the content. Enjoy the lives. Enjoy it with us. Follow us in the adventure. We're with you guys. Comment in the videos. Tell us what you want to see. Tell us what you're curious of. What you want us to talk about. Our experiences in UWC. If you have any questions, how do you apply? How do you know if you're right for this? But being already interested is really good. You can do this, guys. And let's show UWC is the best network in the world. Let's make it happen. Students will need this, and we truly believe in this. Make someone have the same opportunity you had, or if you hadn't, make someone have the same opportunity you would love to have had when you were young and wanted to improve and learn how to improve the world. I'm seeing sun, stopped raining. You see the only blue spot in the sky, like it's actually the only blue spot in the sky. Well, now in the right there's more. But today we had amazing weather when sun was cycling, and horrible now. It happens. How are you doing, guys? I'm doing live. In YouTube. Yeah. I'm gonna keep on. I'm going slow, no? Okay. I'm gonna end up the live because I don't have much battery though. See you later, guys. I don't know if I don't see the chat or no one is chatting. But there were like 25 people, 20 people. Like there's a lot of people, but they didn't leave. Lots of love. Ay, the glove.